It's about that time.
What time? Where are we? Why am I here?
It's that time of the week. I've missed you guys so.
Me too.
You guys have no idea. Yes,
Oh,
say
yeah.
Wong, Beavers ahoy.
You had, yeah, that's right. You're a changed person doing that con by yourself.
Oh my God. Being on stage by myself. I wouldn't say I did it by myself, but we'll talk about that more here in a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get it going. Let's start the show. Woo! Uh-oh. Ha.
Distance nerding.
Hey!
What up, everybody? It is time. It is time. Oh, God, I'm so excited right now. You know why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Taco Tuesday. You know what that means. As I say it every week, you are now watching and listening and experiencing distance nerding in all of its glory. Part of the Comic-Con radio cut.
Oh, sorry. That was my line. I apologize.
It's okay.
I got distracted by something, and that's going to go in the trash now. Okay.
All right, yeah. She's Joker's favorite pudding. It's Jenn from Frey Comics.
He's not a world-eating celestial. It's SHDU.
He's our potato to second breakfast. It's young Phil.
I want to say that is 100% true. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, we're talking about anything pop culture. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. No, we're here
Nerd
together.
and forget to say the tagline altogether.
Yeah,
You
no,
just give it up now.
it's okay. This is my first time doing the show. We're talking anything pop culture, news, movies, music, food, wrestling, comics, whatever you're nerding out on. We want to talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, TikTok, Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you want to shoot us an email, if you want to tell us all of the things, the fun weekend you had, or you just want to tell us something that we should talk about on the show, of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can send us an email at dist.
Wow.
Together.
Nerding at AOL.com, and we will read your email on the show. Well, guys, how has your last 2 weeks been? 'Cause I think it's been about 2 weeks since
Yeah, it
you guys been on the
has,
show.
hasn't it? I didn't
Been
even
like
think
4
about
weeks
that.
for me. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Lots of headaches. I had a
Oh.
lot of migraines last week, so
I'm sorry to hear that.
I just live with it. in a dark room with very little sound.
I mean, I do that if I don't have a headache. So
You're in a dark room right now.
Yeah.
He's just like, I just want to be in the closet the way that James used to be in the closet.
James came
And
out of the
now
closet.
his glasses
Hot
are
take,
on all the
breaking
tables.
Well, no. So one of the old jokes was that we locked James in a closet, and we back when we used to record this and it wasn't live, when we just did like pre-recorded versions of the show, we recorded James because he knew he wasn't going to be out. He wasn't going to be on the episode for the week, so we recorded James doing a whole bunch of like sounds. Right, and like saying noises from like behind a door and stuff like that. So we would be like, "Hey, keep it down in there," and he was like, "Elsa." It was pretty funny. So like the ongoing joke is, James is back in the closet again.
It's okay. James should be out of the closet at some point tonight.
Yes,
We won't tell you when, though.
Right.
It's going to be a surprise.
The Long family's got it right. We were on the Oregon Trail.
Oh, there
Or
you
the
go.
Oregon
Yeah.
Trail, in fact.
Right. Sewong, yes, we kill James again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which again goes along with the Oregon Trail. So
the Oregon Trail, yeah.
Yes.
Not
He
the Oregon.
died of dysentery.
Yeah. Well, there's there were some incidents,
You know, he'd be so happy too. I'm wearing the shirt in memoriam to him.
Yeah.
Memorial.
Well, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the best, or probably the worst, kept
Especially
secret
tonight.
on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching The Download. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Happening again. Nope.
No, I can't spell too well. It's a thing. It's okay. Oh,
I'm silly.
I see what they're saying. They're saying because Jeff said they went on the Oregon Trail, and
Yes.
Sandra's saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, he can't spell."
Yes.
Jen,
And
you sound like you're
apparently-
behind a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
sound like you went down the matrix.
something going on with your audio.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
It sounds like it went away.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Oh,
No.
no.
Okay. Am I doing the robot thing again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
Somewhat like David Zaslav. Oh.
Or I'm forgetting his name. The dude from Facebook. Whatever. Joke got killed.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. That guy.
What, Mark Zuckerberg? What?
Yeah, he was saying robotic like David Zaslav. I said, or Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, David Zaslav was at the Knicks game and it ruined
Which is
it
why I
for
was
me.
making that reference, yeah.
Okay. Can you? I'm not.
No, you
No,
sound
no, you're good.
Alright,
You're
okay.
Yeah, no, the AI disappeared. So, ladies and gentlemen,
good.
this week on deck, we've got the Geekend Update.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, we do.
uh,
Young Phil is here to update us on the state of beavers.
Indeed.
And the Houses of Power. Light, camera, reaction.
Let's twist again. Like, no, we didn't twist last summer. I'm sorry, we didn't. the first movie did not come out last summer. So.
Come on, baby. And let's do the twist. All right. Starting rumors.
Is Agatha a lying witch with a great wardrobe?
Probably.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
I think that's the wrong joke because I think that's actually smart for the download. But, of course,
Yeah.
the download.
More Hobbits and Paul Walter Hauser news than you can shake a stick out. I don't know who Paul Walter Hauser is.
He is Stingray from Cobra Kai.
Yes, doesn't help.
And
Nope.
he's also been in the news for like the last 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. But first, shout outs.
So, yeah, I dig the zealous nature there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the rest of the news and everything, but first, let me get a shout out. We are.
This is gonna be a long show.
Long night. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, this show is brought to you by Tubby. That's right. Dubby is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus concentration reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Now, you may be asking yourself right now, what makes Dubby different from all of the different, supplements that are out there? And this is what it is. Dubby contains Neurofactor. Neurofactor is a neurotropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity with 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10 and get 10% off your order. Deliciousness and in favor of the antics from this weekend. Only 3 people in the chat will know what the hell I'm about to say right now.
And of course, shout out to Ming Chen. That's it. Just Ming Chen.
Moose.
Yep.
Moose. All right. That is from this weekend. All right. Well, let's jump into the Geek End update, ladies and gentlemen. Oh God.
This just in, Distance Nerding is on Comic-Con Radio.
Woo!
Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, Comic Conversation, via comiccon-radio.com. Look for the Distance Nerding podcast, even this episode, and a new Comic Conversation each week on comiccon-radio.com/podcast. Somebody except SHDU put that in the chat.
So the late children on that. I hit the button twice and it didn't do anything. And then the third time I finally hit it and it went.
You've only got to hit the children once. I mean,
you know, in this case, I should have hit them. You lazy good for nothings. Hey, Cindy Rue Cosplay in the chat. What's up, Cindy Rue, over on Instagram?
Hi, Cindy Rue. Hello to everyone on YouTube as well. I don't think we said hello. Hi, Tater. Hi, Sandra Betty. Hi, the rest of the DeLong family. Hi, Say Wong.
Hi,
I
Phil.
think that's everybody.
Yeah. This dude, you know, young Phil, for some reason is on Instagram and we don't know what the hell he's doing there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the festivities over the weekend. So we had a chance to host Beaver State Comic-Con this weekend over in Bend, Oregon. And the show was a butt ton of fun, guys. I know we haven't posted pictures online yet, but we are going to be posting pictures. There was a whole bunch of pictures that we took over the course of the weekend. It was a lot of fun, guys. I had a chance to interview a couple of fun celebrity guests, and those interviews will be a part of Comic Conversation at some point, because we did record them in high fidelity. I was actually really proud of the way that the audio turned out on the show.
Very good.
Yeah. So let's talk about Beaver State, guys. So over at Beaver State Comic-Con, we talked with 5 guests. The guests that we talked to on stage, we started off with Chris Niosi.
Okay.
Chris Niosi is he's known for a lot of anime. He was in Gundam. He was in Dragon. He was actually in Dragon Ball Super. But what's funny is we talked about from the very beginning how he tried to not talk about it because, you know, he was in Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh, yeah.
And
I could see why he wouldn't want to talk about it.
I brought the joke up, and he was a good enough sport that he like took it in stride as a joke. Because when he goes, no, wait, I was like, no. So you were in a property that nobody knows about that doesn't exist, and he was like, okay, yeah, we can go with that. But I was like, but how was it playing Ox King in that property that doesn't exist? And he talks about like he just. He does a really bad version of, and he named the actor who actually plays Ox King. He goes, I just do a really bad impression of this actor playing Ox King, and somebody just asked me to record it, so I did it.
All right, there you go. And if they want to use it for something, they can.
Right. But later on in the interview, we talked about like you went from doing a parody to doing the actual show.
Yeah.
So like you're one of the few people that was able to do that, even though you played a minor character. It's kind of cool that you went from being in, the parody show to being in the actual show. And he was like, yeah, no, it's awesome. And it's a great feeling, So like Chris, we talked about some of his projects that are, that like he's working on. He started off as an animator. He started off on Newgrounds. And was animating and making stuff on Newgrounds back in the early days of the internet. I know a lot of young people aren't going to know what Newgrounds is.
I don't.
I don't.
But yeah, that's a That's where a lot of stuff used to be back in the day. So we started with Chris Nielsen, and then Spencer Wilding. We got to talk with Spencer Wilding again. He told even more stories this time around.
Yay.
And
He's
then,
so fun.
yeah, he's stupid funny. The guy is just really funny. He told a couple more stories about oh god, there was another property that he was in that we didn't realize that he was in.
Not Dungeons and Dragons, right?
No, I was trying to get to D&D, but he started talking about another like major property that he was in that nobody realized that he was in.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
No, you know what it was? He played a Vogon.
Oh, no, he did
Ooh.
not. In Doctor Who?
No.
In
Hitchhiker's Guide. He was the Vogon. He was the only Vogon that had lines.
Oh,
that is awesome.
Yeah. So he's
That
the
is
dude.
awesome.
So he's the dude initially when he goes into into the thing. He goes, "Resistance is useless." That's him.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then
Right.
also, he's the one where they start shooting up at the ship, and they go and zoom in on the Vogon shooting at the ship. That's him.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And he was talking about they were filming Batman and Hitchhiker's Guide at the same time. Right. So I was telling him, like, because he was saying, like, on the set for Hitchhikers, it was, very, very silly, very fun. There were like there's outtakes of like, Vogon's running in one direction. He just decided to run in another direction. He was like, they're big and they're dumb, so why not? Right.
Yeah.
So he's talking about that, and then he was saying, and then you go immediately to Christopher Nolan's set, like on the same day, and go and film this no nonsense scene. I was like, there was not any point that you decided to walk over to Christopher Nolan's set wearing the Vogon costume. He goes, that would have been amazing, but no.
Yeah. No.
That'd be
Nolan, it's
great.
Nolan.
That would have been funny. That would have been a great outtake.
Just be like, what's our Vogon here?
Yeah. So then that, and then of course we got to talk with Tammy Stronach, who was the childlike prince, the childlike empress from Neverending Story, and she talked about her experience on the movie and how she just didn't act for like 20 years, and now she's coming out with a new movie, which we are one of the few outlets that has the trailer for it, so I will be posting that. But we need to go out and support this movie. It's an independent film,
Yes.
and a couple other people that we know. Basically, she said, think of a cross between Lord of the Rings and The Princess Bride.
Hell
Oh,
yes.
cool. Yeah. That's
Hell
awesome.
yes.
Yes, it's called Man and Witch.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, like
I've
man,
seen that when we
man and
were-
wife.
Yeah. We were, when we were researching, I saw that she was going to be in that, and that looked interesting. So yeah,
Right.
we'll have to watch that.
And your crush is in that movie.
My crush? Which
Your
one?
crush.
Not my third husband.
No. The
Charlie Cox is in it?
your original crush.
Oh, really? Sean Astin?
Sean Astin's in it,
Aw, that's so cute.
and so is Doc Brown.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So I'm excited to go see it. She gave us like kind of a rundown of what it is, and I'm very excited to see it.
Oh yeah.
I've got to get in touch with her management. She gave me her management's information, but she's going to come on the build, and we're gonna talk, kind of just promote
Nice.
more of that. So that right there, and then of course we got to talk with Gigi Edgley again. Talk about Farscape and just more. She talked about like some reunions and some things that some of the fans wanted to talk about. She had a massive fan base that was there, so that was pretty fun.
Oh, good.
Good.
She
and-
deserves it. She's
Yeah.
And then the last person we talked to was Lizzie Freeman, who has been in over 150 credits. We had a lot of fun talking with her about her career, but she had a line out the door of people that wanted to ask questions to her.
Man.
It was pretty crazy, man. So it was a fun day in total. And then of course we ran around as the Legion of Deadpools because we were all dressed as Deadpool. There was a kid pool. Oh, except for Jeff. Jeff was dressed as Wolverine, so I actually had a Logan with me for the first time.
That's great.
Oh, that's good.
awesome.
And very appropriate. I mean,
Yeah.
That honestly, very appropriate.
Yeah, it was fun. Actually, the banter between me and Sandra was pretty funny because she went as Lady Deadpool.
Oh,
Mm.
awesome.
Right. So there was a lot of like between Wade and Wanda just arguing. It was great. We had a lot of fun. So that's Beaver State Comic-Con, guys. And then at the end of the show, after the show, the next morning, we went to a little place called the Last Blockbuster.
No, you did not.
Oh.
We went to the Last Blockbuster. Now, for those of you who are longtime fans of the show, and you guys know Aaron Thicke, and you know what Aaron Thicke likes to collect, Aaron Thicke collects playing cards.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, nice.
I got him
That's
some
awesome.
Blockbuster
Nice.
cards. But also for the Deadpool costume, that is a name badge.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I wish
That's
you
Wade.
told me. I probably could have found my old name badge. I worked for.
So yeah, you can buy the name badges. They also have their own beer. It's a Blockbuster beer, and we bought that. We're gonna drink it probably this weekend. So yeah, we had a lot of fun times. Yes, we got our asses kicked by an 8-year-old all weekend. I body slammed that kid so many times.
That's
And he just
awesome.
enjoyed it. It was great. But the funniest moment of the entire weekend is after the show. You know, he's 8. He has nothing but energy, right?
Right.
And he just gets up and he's just jumping on the bed and like, you know, he's trying to just destroy me and Tater the entire time. And his dad ties his feet together and he just keeps going, right? So he jumps, and as he lands, Jeff grabs the sweater that he tied his feet with
Mhm.
and pulls it from under him, and he fucking just face plants on the bed. It was the funniest thing. Like, we all could not stop laughing.
That's awesome.
Because it was just the timing was perfect. It was like as soon as he landed, he just face planted him, and it was the greatest. There was one point where Sandra was laughing so hard that she like collapsed on the ground. It was
that's awesome.
It was a great weekend, guys. So that was this weekend. That's what we had. We had a lot of fun. The next show we have coming up, ladies and gentlemen, is another one here in the Bay Area for all of our Bay Area folks out here. Let's talk about Powerhouse Comic-Con.
Powerhouse.
Yeah, Powerhouse.
So again, I mean, you're gonna know Gigi and Spencer like extremely well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because like they're coming again. They're gonna be,
Yeah.
you know. And then there's Andy Merrill. He did Space Ghost, Aqua Teen, Hunger Force.
Yeah,
I mean, iconic.
Specifically on that, he played Brack.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it's the on Space Ghost, it's the Tiki God dude.
Yeah.
So he
I love
played
Space
him,
Ghost.
and I want to say on Aqua Teen Hunger Force he played one of the Mooninites.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bob Carter, Dragon Ball Z, Mortal
Mortal
Kombat, Street Fighter, One Piece.
So he's done a lot of like voicing for characters in video games, and that's going to be a fun one. Now it's been a while since we've seen him, but Griffin Puatu is a Filipino voice actor. He played what's his name? So he played in Spider-Man Miles Morales, but he played Genki.
Genki. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, why am I forgetting his name right now? No, he played Genki. Right. So I like, that's always a fun thing around there. He played in the Deathstroke, Knights and the Dragons, Elder Scrolls, One Punch Man, Mobile Suit Gundam, Yokai Watch, Genshin
I
Impact.
missed my cue. Elder Scrolls Online doesn't count. All right, so
ESO. ESO counts. I'm sorry. You can argue that all day. ESO.
I know. No.
ESO is a great.
I, I, I
fucking.
enjoy some of ESO.
Yeah. And Se Wong saying that he's going to be at Fanime the weekend before that.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So you can go see him. He'll have a booth, I'm sure. You
Uh,
get to meet him, shake his hand.
He's going to be
He
boosted.
hasn't been in anything, but you know.
He's going to be busting ghosts is what he's going to be doing.
Stanford, yeah, they should be at Silver Age as well.
Yeah,
both
that I know of.
Gigi and Spencer.
Yeah,
I think
Gigi and Spencer are supposed to be at every show this year.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's basically what we got going on. So on June 8th, at the Contra Costa Event Park in Antioch.
Less than a month away.
Less than a month away, guys. Come and hang
Get
out
those
with us over there.
tickets.
Yeah. And then, it's funny, June 8th, we're doing Powerhouse Comic Con. June 9th, I'm doing the final ADR for the Deadpool movie. So
Oh, awesome.
that's I've got a pretty packed weekend, but it's gonna be great.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be fun. I wish I could be there, but I won't be there.
We wish.
Yeah, we were talking about going to Reno, but we realized like what time, like when it is, and I don't do well with heat, like hot places at all.
Yeah,
I don't do well. I'm that wilting flower type in hot places. I can't stand it, and I get really cranky. Not that that would be any different than how I am normally on here, but
I mean, you're not that cranky.
Just wait until the show gets going.
Cindy Rue she said, did Phil just say hi to himself?
Yes, Phil says hi to himself all the time.
I do.
He looks in the mirror every morning and he goes, "Well, hello there, handsome."
I give myself pats on the back. I give myself high fives, all that kind of stuff. All right.
You know what? Someone needs to tell you you're handsome.
Somebody does. My wife and my mom don't. So I mean,
oh, that's sad.
I love it.
So
that one line has so many implications in it. It's like, oh, so sad.
that's like sad. Oh, but it's also that is sad.
Wow.
Sad man.
Too much.
So let's get into this, guys. It is time, and we're gonna do this a little different than we normally do.
It's time for an abridged version of
live camera reaction.
Quiet.
Love it. Did we put James in the closet again for that?
Have you not seen that one? That
No.
new one? Oh yeah.
No, I have. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't realize it was James until now. I was like, yeah, okay. Let's see.
God. Okay, so guys, we're gonna do something a little bit different this week, just because we got to save a little bit of time this week, and we don't have any massive trailers this week. So what we're gonna do is just kind of we're gonna talk about what trailers have been dropped.
I mean, also we're coming up on the TV season, and so of course we're gonna get trailers, and
right? And we will talk more about all the new seasons and things later.
Right. But yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of go and talk about the trailers that are coming out. Give a thumbs up, thumbs down, and then kind of move into
talk about
rumors.
Yeah.
Just because there are there's so much news today. So the first trailer, and then guys, if you want to see the trailers, how we normally do it, it's going to be in the Nerdington post. So go and catch the trailers. They'll all be there. Okay, guys. So the first trailer we're going to talk about here is The Bear season 3. And that's set to return in June. And it's also already been renewed for season 4.
Haven't seen any of the seasons. I need to watch it.
No, it looks really good.
It's really good. The opening to season 2 was absolutely ridiculous, and is probably one of the best one of the best things on TV to ever be on TV.
And that's on Hulu, right?
That's on Hulu.
Okay.
Well, it's on FX.
Oh, it's on FX, but it streams on Hulu.
It's FX on Hulu.
Yeah. So if you want to stream it, it's on Hulu, but it's on FX if you want to catch it when it's actually on.
Cool. Awesome.
Nice.
I'll probably do Hulu.
Yeah.
Yep.
So thumbs up on that.
Thumbs
again. The Bears are a really good series. So I'm excited for this. We got a new TV spot for the Acolyte, and we're going to be getting 3 episodes on June 4th. So that's coming up.
Is it 3 or is it 2?
Oh,
I
two.
heard
That's
2.
2 on here.
2 episodes. Sorry, 2 episodes.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't even look at that.
You're
I
good.
was just like, I heard it was 2, and I think that's kind of enough.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
The
So
whole series.
we're in the entire series. No, if they drop the whole series, I'd be pissed.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. For some,
I would.
No, probably not Star Wars. It works for Tales
I think
of
this
the
this
Empire.
needs the build up. This needs the drama.
Yeah, that's true.
This needs all that. So season 2, or sorry, it gets 2 episodes starting on June 4th.
Not 3, 2.
Two episodes on June 4th. So are you guys ready for this? I'm giving it a thumbs up. I know there's a lot of decisive rhetoric all over the internet, but I believe that
I'm very excited for this.
I am.
I'm like more excited. I'm so excited for this. I'm like so excited, and I felt really satisfied with Bad Batch. So
I am not
I'm
going to
real
go too far
excited.
into this, but after they shelved, I'm going to say the Rangers of the New Republic, this was the show I was most excited for.
Yeah.
For Liz. So
Yeah, I mean, I love that they're doing something that focuses on the Sith. So that's definitely something that I'm excited for. So the next series is Tires, dropping on Netflix on May 23rd. First,
know what this is.
coming out. I looked at the trailer last night. It actually looks really funny.
Okay.
Is it just about tires?
It's a tire shop,
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
That makes sense then.
But,
All
yep.
right.
but
I'm
it's,
gonna say this because I have no idea about it, so I'm just gonna be like,
you're just giving it a
I'm doing the Roman Emperor.
you're giving it a Commodus.
Yes.
no, I'm giving it. I'm not even doing the thumbs. I'm just doing.
Just a flat plane.
It's a flat plane of existence.
So she gives it an Elysium. Okay, I got it.
There
I'm gonna give, after watching the trailer, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. It looks very interesting, very good. So I'm ready to watch it. The next trailer that came out is and I know
Hi-dee!
I was gonna say I know Grace is Jenn is very excited for this. House of the Dragon season 2 coming June 16th on Max. I know.
Must choose.
Yeah, definitely thumbs up. Season 1 was amazing.
So what are our thoughts? Are we Team Green or Team Black?
I mean,
I'm Team Black.
If
Actually,
we were
I'm Team
just-
Dragon. Because
no.
want
I
the
feel like this
dragons
would be
to
more
win.
nuanced if we were
Even
just
though-
reading Fire and Blood.
Well, I know how it ends, and I'm really upset about how it ends. We haven't seen it yet, but I know how it ends.
I mean,
in the book,
I am
so.
Team Black, but it's. I'm
After
just saying, it's more nuanced in the book.
after some careful reconsiderations. Remember, I was Team Green before, right?
Yeah.
After some careful reconsideration, I believe that I'm Team Black now. So
Look, it's Matt Smith. You got to. Although you know what, I really do like Amond. I love him. He's like my
Though,
favorite.
I will say
Team
that
Green.
everybody's terrible, but that's
Yeah.
Game of
Oh
Thrones
yeah.
for you.
No one deserves to win.
But yeah, no. But that's Game of Thrones for you. So
so the next trailer that's coming out that's out that we're going to be again putting on the Nerdington Post, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, coming out on July 16th. This is also one of the last performances of Kevin Conroy, so this is kind of a big deal.
It only gets a thumbs up because of Kevin Conroy, because I saw the first part and I was very unimpressed.
Yeah, the comic was so much better, but I mean, it
didn't really do anything. And in the comics, they did stuff.
Yeah,
it's like I think you need to build up to something like that. That's the problem.
And yeah, there's just some stuff. They retconned some stuff that I liked about it. They retconned it. So it's like meh.
Yeah, no, you need to build up to Crisis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did. They did in the actual like animated verse, but yeah, it was unimpressive. I did like Jensen Ackles doing the Batman, and some of the stuff that they did, and Flash being out of time, like out of the time stream kind of thing, and like going in and out of stuff. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but it was
no,
just,
I'm not blaming.
It was
the
too
actors.
much Flash.
Right, no, I'm not blaming the actors for anything, and I love Kevin Conroy. It's
Jensen Ackles is actually a good Batman. I actually do enjoy his Batman.
If he took over and did Batman, I think he would be good. I mean, as far as like, although they won't do that now, he would have to be Batman.
Yeah,
and he's a little short to be Batman, but whatever.
I'm still pulling for
Alan Rickson.
I'm still pulling for Alan Rickson.
Nope. Did you see who I said should be Batman? He's from Masters of the Air.
No, I didn't.
Oh, if you guys have seen Masters of the Air, he played the what did they call him? I can't remember what they called him. I'll have to look it up. Come back to me on that.
Yeah, I say Alan Rickson because he's the right size, he's the right build, he is a good enough actor to play the nuance of Bruce Wayne, but also play the darkness of Batman. So I think Alan Rickson is, and he's got the jawline for it too. So
that is very important.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most important things is having the Batman jawline. So
yep.
I love Alan Rickson, but I just don't think he should be. I want him to be a villain. I think he's better as a villain.
He also, I mean, Batman technically is a villain the way that he acts. Nate
Man.
I know
the actor's name is Nate Man.
Okay.
So
he's from Masters of the Air.
So from Nate Man to Batman.
Yeah, if you guys look up Nate Man. Phil,
hold on screen. I'm doing it.
I hear you. Like again, my whole big thing is I want somebody who they haven't cast an actor who is the size of Batman.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. But then again, I also think that I don't know. I think that some of it should be well, you know what, Ben Affleck, he got really buff for that.
But not that he's not the height.
Yeah, but like I'm
Batman
sorry, Batman should not be as tall as Superman.
No, Batman is 6'4".
Batman should be 6'1" at most.
Yeah, canonically, Batman is 6'4". Was it 280 pounds, and he's solid muscle.
I just don't think that's no. In animation, fine. In real life, that's a lot of man meat to like cart around. That's all I'm saying.
And that's Batman for you.
That literally is the way Batman. I mean,
that's how Batman
he carries himself in Reacher. He's a big dude that like just kind of trucks through everything.
But did you look up Nate Man?
I did.
Yeah, he's great.
I put my hand over the top part of his face, just look at the jawline. He is Kevin Conroy. Like he's Kevin Conroy's Batman. Like incarnate. Yeah, the way his face looks.
He can act his ass off. He is so good in Masters of the Air. Okay, never mind. We like went way off.
No, that's
okay,
fine.
so focus.
So
James is in the chat, so we gotta get back on track.
The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power season 2. Now, guys, I still haven't watched season 1.
Nor have I.
Yeah,
none of us have.
But it's not that I don't want to watch it. It's one of those things where I have to have time to sit and watch it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's also my ADHD. It just like stops me from starting it. And it's like, I need to sit and just watch it.
It's one of those shows you have to sit and watch. Like you can't be doing 5 other things.
Right. And
you have to sit and watch it.
Again, like it's one of those things that I want to, it's, you have to pay attention to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things you have to pay attention to. And I want to just have a moment where I'm not fidgeting on my phone and like looking at other things. Like I want to pay attention to it. So Sandra said drink coffee, Phil. We learned it's another trait of ADHD. I've always wondered, like, how come coffee like caffeine doesn't amp me up the way it amps everybody else up. A lot of times it can actually calm me down. And I just learned it's a trait of ADHD that caffeine can do that. I'm like, oh, great.
Okay, well, just make it worse. I understand that one now.
Yeah. So it's like, so basically the only way that I can get energy is by like smoking crack. Okay, cool.
Maybe I have undiagnosed ADHD because I will get up at like 7 and have a cup of coffee and then take a 3-hour nap.
I have diagnosed ADD. It's ADD, not ADHD.
Well.
James, yes, I've watched Shogun, but that literally was exactly how I watched Shogun. Was I sat there and I focused on it. So
Yeah, you have to on that, and
Yeah.
do it, and making sure that you watch it with the
you have to
in
watch it.
Japanese.
You have to watch
it
in
makes you, yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
you
watch.
have to watch it in Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, again, guys, 2 new trailers. We got A Quiet Place Day 1. It's a new trailer for Quiet Place Day 1, so we'll be putting that in the chat. And Twisters. Quiet Place Day 1 is in theaters June 28th, and Twisters will be in theaters July 19th.
Quiet Place gets that. Twisters gets like that. Maybe
Yeah,
meaning there.
Quiet Place, I definitely want to see. Twisters, I mean, I like the original Twister, but
Twisters is giving me like Sharknado vibes.
Yeah,
it's pointless.
And I mean, Jenn and SHDU have lived Twister, so I mean,
oh yeah, no, it's not.
And like recently,
I slept through a tornado. Well, it's
yeah, he has slept through a tornado. That's true.
Yeah, so
no, it's not. Yeah, I'm not really that scared.
So knowing that, guys, let's move on here, and let's get into the news because we are 50 minutes into the show and we still
we got some news, people.
We still haven't done the news yet, so let's jump into this because we got a lot, guys. It is time to start some rumors. I don't know where to get in the news. I want to stop some rumors with you. Hold on. Wow, we talked about this. Yeah, we talked about the trailers instead of actually. I told you we were doing something new. It's all right, James. You weren't paying attention at that first part of the show, so it's okay. Look at we on Instagram. Wesley and the Crushers.
Woo! Wesley
Join the chat.
Crushers.
That band. I don't know if you guys have heard them play, but they're badass.
We love all the fun bands.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
all the fun places.
Absolutely. So, Freddie, I'm gonna let you jump into this one because I know both of us. We could potentially fight over who gets to talk about this. So you can go ahead and do this one.
Don't worry, I got to. All right. Oh my crimson sky. All right, more Shogun, but they finished the novel in season 1. This is streaming. We care nothing for source material.
Yeah.
It looks like Lord Yoshi Toranaka, aka Hiroyuki Sanada, has signed a deal with FX to reprise his role in the next chapter of the historical epic. According to the report, in the event of a season 2 renewal, Cosmo Jarvis would likely also return to reprise his role of Pilot Major John Blackthorne, aka Anjin. Of course, there are plenty of other pieces that must fall into place before an official green light. Now, co-creator Justin Marks has previously said, I keep saying it's like we want to let everyone be on the same page when it comes to the book. And hopefully now the TV audience and the book audience are on the same page with what the story is and where it resolves. He went on to say, I think if we had a story, if we could find a story, we would be open to it. But I don't think that anyone wants to be out over their skis. Fantastic reference. Without a roadmap and everything. And it's also just about, do people want more of it? He added, I don't know if is it Clavel or Clavel?
It might be Clavel.
I say Clavel.
Clavel could have done it either. That's probably why he moved on to other books too, right? He knew what he had done. Yeah, it's a tough one. Apparently, the creative team is going to attempt to continue the story, and it will be interesting to see what they come up with. The first season was written by Marks and Rachel Kondo. Shogun is set in the 17th century and follows a shipwrecked English sailor who gets wrapped up in the blood-spattered chessboard of feudal Japanese politics. And they're not kidding. So, could they be adapting another Clavel novel, or will we get more Shogun? Tacos on the table.
Okay, so one, tacos on the table. My tacos are on the table because I'm thinking of it more of, are they going to make a season 2? Do they think they can capitalize? I think they think that they can.
Yeah.
So should they do it? No. I think that as much as I love Shogun and I love the way that whole story ran, leave it where it is, because now they're good. Now they're starting to wade into season 7 of Game of Thrones territory.
Season 5 of Game of Thrones. I mean, they really.
But I mean, what I'm saying is like they're wading into, hey, let's create our own story. And it's one thing where it's like, you're adapting based on the novel, based on a blueprint that's there, and now you're making hypotheticals of, whoa, okay, so now what do you think the character would do, or how would you do this, and things like that. And it's like, do you think that you guys really think that you can write the way that this character is? And what are you going to do? You're going to write him in as the Shogun, and like, when he takes over, or like
and I mean, after the novel finishes, and like if you go historically, which is what they based it on, it was like 100 years of peace.
Right.
There's not a lot.
Right.
Really, like, he took care of everybody.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if anything, you can do kind of like the Fallout. I guess you can do an episode or two of like the actual battle, because they didn't show that. But I mean, like, I don't think there's enough to get a season 2 of Shogun. I would prefer that they go and adapt another part of what was the
there's Taipei.
I was gonna say what was it called, like the Asian Adventure series or something like that.
Oh yeah, what was it called? I can't remember. I looked it up and then I totally forgot.
If they adapt another book, I'm okay with that, but I would prefer that they don't do another Shogun. I would hope that Hiroyuki Sanada is just gonna be like, we don't need to do an entire series because.
Okay, I already have a conspiracy theory about it, so can I go next?
Please.
Okay, so my tacos are on the table. I loved the show so much, but I think it's going to be like Taipei. I think we're going to get something else. I think we'll get another Clavel novel. I think that's what we should do, but they're going to keep the same actors. And they'll just have them do the like similar characters, like different parts of that, because I know that it's that a lot of them have that, where you can have the characters play other people. And a series called Nero Wolf did that, where all of the actors, it was like a troupe, and they all played different characters for each thing. And so I think that would be really cool.
American Horror Story did that.
Yeah, American Horror Story does that. So I think that might be really neat to see these actors play different characters, but from the same novelist, from the same writer. I think that might be a really interesting thing, and that could be something that they could still have source material and still have really well written stories, but continue on with that, and would be different than Game of Thrones. And I know everybody's looking for the Game of Thrones, but you know what? Let it lie, people. Okay. And not everything's about Game of Thrones. I know I've been watching a lot about Game of Thrones, but not everything's about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So. I mean, but that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants their Game of Thrones, right? And I mean, like, I think that FX had a hit in Shogun, and now they're just like, the executives are like, well, we want to keep this cash cow rolling, but it's like, don't bastardize the property just because you want to, continue more.
Yeah, learn from Dan.
Now, of course. That being said, that's precisely what they're going to do. So my Edo period unami tacos are on the table. Yeah. Umami, sorry. Not
umami.
Yeah. Again, it kind of upsets me, but I mean, I don't want to linger too much on this, but it is, I do not want it, but are they going to do it? Yes. Because that's Hollywood. Yeah. That's the way that they do things.
Definitely. They want the money.
Exactly. So moving on, the next story here. Holy Haley Steinfeld, Spidey. Is this another person that SHDU is in love with, or?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, it is.
She's hot, so it's fine.
Yep.
You've had some great Spider-Man content over the years, including the animated Spider-Verse movies following Miles Morales. Some of my favorite movies that are out there to begin with altogether. Forget the Spidey villain movies. Can we Eternal Sunshine them out of our brains, please?
That would be great.
But maybe there's still hope for the Sony Spider-Verse. Rumor has it. I was going to say Sunny because I just said Sunshine. No.
I got you. You're good.
Maybe there's still hope for the Sony Spideyverse. Rumor has it a Spider-Gwen live-action movie is in the early stages of development at the studio. We don't have any more than that to go on. But if Spider-Man is going to remain off limits because he's in the MCU, Spider-Gwen or Miles Morales are arguably the best possible choices to focus on. With Miles reportedly set to appear in Spider-Man 4, his solo movie appears out of reach at this time. So, guys, tacos on the table. Could we be getting a Spider-Gwen origin story? Will Pizza Papa finally get paid?
Gods, I hope so.
My tacos are completely on the table for this. I have been waiting for Spider-Gwen. I kept hoping that we would see a live action Spider-Gwen because I love Spider-Gwen. I think she's really sassy, and I'm not like I've loved the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Not the villain movies. I won't watch the Venom ones. It's a thing.
No.
Anyway. But yeah, I really relate to her. I like the character. I think it's a really cool what if that actually made it into the into the actual comics canon and her being, from a different universe, and it's just cool. So
yeah,
tacos on the table.
Cool. Yeah, I'm in.
Is that anything with Haley Steinfeld? I'm ready to watch it.
Now I don't know if she'll be.
I don't
know if it'll be Haley Steinfeld though.
Yeah. I hope it is. Let's see.
It won't be because she's already playing a Marvel character, and if they do decide, then they do cross it over, they're not going to want to.
Yeah.
That could be fun though if they did cross it over and she met herself in Secret Wars.
You can do the Spider-Man pointing thing. Yeah, you can do the you can do the Spider-Man pointing thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Again,
my very webby but also kind of pizza flavored tacos are completely on the table. Yes.
Your young, punky yet wholesome tacos are on the table.
Yes. Thanks, James.
Yeah. My tacos are, again, this is kind of like the first story. My tacos are on the table. Do I think it needs to happen? Probably not in this way. I don't think Sony needs to be making Spider-Man movies to begin with. I think they just need to let Marvel make Spider-Man movies and just reap the benefits of it, right?
I have said that once or twice. Just sell the rights back to frickin' Marvel so we can actually make good stories.
Even then, if you're just gonna loan it to Marvel, let them make the movies. Let them make good movies. I would love to see Gwen Stacy, kind of come to her own and be Spider-Man, be Spider-Woman, Ghost Spider, if you will, because there's a couple different versions, but
a Spider person.
A Spider, well, because she's Spider-Woman in some properties, she's Ghost Spider in other ones, she's Spider-Gwen in other ones. I mean, it's all the same person, it's just different names.
Variants.
Yeah, they're not even variants. It's variants of a name because it's the same character with 3 different names.
Oh, I see.
What did they call Tom Holland's Spider-Man when he was in Europe? Nighthawk? No.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Night Monkey.
Something.
Night Monkey?
Yeah.
Night Monkey.
Yeah, it was Night Monkey.
Yeah. It's like that. It's,
Exactly.
So they call her Day Monkey?
Yes, she's Day Monkey.
Day Monkey. That's funny.
Day
Man. Oh. Okay.
Anyway, let's move on.
Right. I feel like, do we need it? No. If it's Marvel, yes. But if it's Sony, no. Right? If Sony is making it, do we need it? No.
No.
Is it going to be made? More than likely,
yes.
Yes, because Sony does not care. They want money. They're continuing to make bad, bastardized versions of good properties. So,
Madam Web, Craven. Okay, so
Madam Web is about to be on Netflix, and I feel like I'm probably still not going to watch it. So, all right. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on here.
Yes, let's move on to yet another Marvel that's not at all related to Spider-Man, really enough. Not another smell what the Rock is cooking reference.
What the Rock is cooking.
Thank you. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is bringing X-Men back. We've had glimpses of a couple characters like Professor X and Beast, but the future of the entire X-Men crew is unknown. But there is one rumor floating around right now that may or may not end up being true. At My Time to Shine H has reported that Dwayne Jonson is on Marvel Studios' radar to play in Sabanur, aka Apocalypse. It's assumed that this is for the upcoming X-Men reboot, though it's possible to play a variant of the villain in one of the upcoming Avengers movies, seeing as many of the original X-Men are expected to appear. He would fit the character physically after the less than stellar reception of his beloved Black Adam film. He'd probably be thrilled to take on the role. We do have a synopsis for this one. We have The Rock can do an opsis according to Jahmez synopsis.
The Rock can do it opsis according to Jahmez synopsis.
Apocalypse was created by writer Louis Simonson, Louis Simonson, and artist Jackson Butch
Guys.
Thank you. First appearing in X Factor number 5 in 1986, the ancient mutant believes in the concept of survival of the fittest, and his desire to bring about the evolution of mutant kind by any means necessary, often through destructive and genocidal methods, because of course. He sees himself as a godlike figure and seeks to impose his vision of mutant supremacy upon the world, and has assembled various groups of mutant followers known as the Four Horsemen to serve his purpose. Tucker's on the table. Will The Rock save mutant kind and the MCU?
Of course, James believes that The Rock is going to save it.
Okay. I have some
My talk is around the table for this, and I'll tell you why.
Go for it.
Do it.
Because I feel like Apocalypse, the way that they do it, he's a lot behind the scenes, and he only comes out at certain times. And really, that's the kind of Rock we need. We need the Rock that doesn't chew up all the scenery, he just chews up some of the scenery, and he's not the main focus of the freaking movie. That's the kind of Rock we need, and so that's why I'm all in for it. So my Egyptian falafel tacos are on the table.
Okay. I have a thought.
Go for it.
And a theory.
Okay.
Ooh, a thought and a theory.
I have a phrasey theory, actually. So,
ooh, goodness.
My thoughts are, I feel like it should be someone less well known to play Apocalypse. I feel like The Rock is just going to play The Rock because he plays The Rock in every movie. Okay, maybe not every movie, but every movie I've seen him in, he is playing himself. He's playing The Rock.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Apocalypse is not The Rock. He's not a Rockalypse.
No.
He is his own character with complex motivations and all of that. We need to have someone who we can just say, this is not whatever actor it is. This is Apocalypse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, however, my like kind of sandy, the shell is really, really hard. We're not entirely sure why. It might be sandstone.
Papyrus. It's papyrus.
Right. Papyrus. That is just growing ever larger. Are on the table. My theory is kind of related to this.
They're Kree augmented tacos.
Yes, Kree augmented tacos. My theory is I've just realized that I think how they would have to play Apocalypse is you have him be the background villain for a while. You have him be, he's there, he's in the background, he's whatever, and then you kind of build up to Apocalypse, yeah?
Well, the rumor is they are doing Sinister. So I mean, if they do Sinister
Or Sinister.
Sinister
But what if
to Apocalypse?
What if we're trading one blue megalomaniac for another blue megalomaniac, and Apocalypse is replacing Kang?
Oh, that could
Maybe.
be where they're going.
Yeah.
So that's my phrasing theory. So yes, my tacos are on the table, even though I don't know if I want them to be.
My tacos are on the table for this, and it's mainly because for all the hate that some people are having, especially on his portrayal of Black Adam, and I think part of that
I liked it.
because, well, part of it was like his portrayal of Black Adam was very, we need to put Rock front and center, rather than making him a villain. We have to give him his own movie and all that. If you have Dwayne Jonson play Apocalypse the way that he played Black Adam,
Yeah.
right? So strong, imposing, very dark and
Inflexible.
yeah, I mean, the dude who essentially is like every moment that you see him, he looks like a threat, right? He needs to be an Omega level threat. He needs to be world ending. You need to feel, because that was the issue with Oscar Isaac's version of the character. Oscar Isaac played the character well, but the way that they put him in that movie, he didn't feel like it was world ending. It didn't feel like Apocalypse was enough of a threat. With Dwayne Jonson, you make him more like he was with Black Adam, and he can be world level threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it makes sense. I could see there are a lot of parallels of the Black Adam that he played and Apocalypse, because they kind of are out of time. Like, they're not of that time frame, and so their worldview is going to be different than somebody who has been integrated into modern society. So yeah, I don't mind that.
Like, look at the picture of him as Black Adam on the screen right now.
Yeah.
And like you if you put you put the paint on his face, right, and you kind of like have the cloak cover him a little more.
Yeah, I can see it.
He looks like when N7 Noor was in the shadows.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, definitely.
And
then also think about it. He was Scorpion King, right? And that was when he did really well as Scorpion King, and he was a villain.
Yeah.
I just realized something. You mentioned Mr. Sinister. Isn't Mr. Sinister connected to Apocalypse?
In certain storylines,
they could do Mr. Sinister, and then that's a lead up to Apocalypse.
But that's what I was saying. Is that
okay? Cool. I got you.
Mr. Sinister is supposed to be the first major villain when in that phase when the X-Men come in. So I mean,
Matthew McFadden's gonna just knock it out of the park, and then getting the Rock after that. That'd be great.
I honestly think you're right. I think that Matthew McFadden is going to end up being Nathaniel Essex, but I mean, like, I think that they're gonna introduce Nathaniel Essex. He's gonna be, the big bad and the threat and everything like that. But you always got to remember that he always is working for somebody that is above him, right? Somebody who's always much more powerful than him. So they're gonna in order to make Apocalypse the larger looming threat,
literally,
they're gonna make Mr. Sinister like almost impossible to beat, and then you find out that he cowers in front of Apocalypse.
Exactly. It's great.
If this dude could almost beat the X-Men on his own, and he's afraid of Apocalypse, how powerful is Apocalypse?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing.
Great.
Yeah, I think that's the way that they introduce him.
And then Dwayne Jonson comes in and is like, "I'm here, bitches."
I want to see Dwayne Jonson. I want to see them phase him in the way that they phased in Thanos.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah, and like you have Nathaniel Essex beaten by the X-Men, takes a knee before a shadow, like you just see a dark wall, and he's like, they were too much for me to say something like that, and then he just walks out of the shadows and either says something, or you can even have him kill Sinister. He wouldn't, but I mean, you would have,
Right.
just like he overpowers Sinister in a way where Sinister's afraid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think
God, I want to see
that
this
might
now.
be cool. But then I also think that they might want to do that with Galactus, which we'll talk about later. So I'm not going to say that much about it. That they're going to do something like that with Galactus as well. And like, how many times can they go to that trope before it gets tired? But I mean, it is totally what the character would do. And so, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So we won our Felicia Hardy in tight black leather. God. James Wan is rumored to be in a running to direct Spider-Man 4 for Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. Other directors have been rumored to be on the list, including Drew Goddard, Sam Raimi, Justin Lin, John Francis Daly, and Jonathan Goldstein, and even Jon Favreau. The news of Wan was shared by Insider Scoop, My Time to Shine Hello, but Inside Scooper, My Time to Shine Hello, but there's no confirmation on if the filmmaker is actually on the list. Wan is a great filmmaker when it comes to horror, but the Aquaman movies he helmed for DC, it just did not impress. But maybe he could do something cool with Spider-Man if given the chance, right? I mean, the Scooper also claimed that Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat, a character they've been talking about for years, because they've been talking about doing Felicia Hardy for like the last 10 years almost.
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah, will make her debut in the movie, which isn't too far-fetched to believe. It makes sense that Marvel and Sony would eventually introduce her to the franchise, given that she is a love interest for Peter at some point. So, that being said, tacos on the table, will we get James Wan and Black Cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah.
So.
Yep, that's happening. Move on.
Yep.
So here's the thing.
No, we're talking about Black Cat.
Damn it. I
Good.
that we will get one of these, but not the other. I don't think we're getting James Wan.
Oh, okay.
I do think we're getting Black Cat.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna have one over the other, I would prefer Black Cat. So there you go.
Agreed, but I don't think they're gonna do, since look, the first Aquaman movie wasn't bad. The second one I have yet to see, but I've heard mixed reviews, and the fact that there were mixed reviews means that they're probably not going to hire James Wan for this.
Okay.
So I don't think that's going to happen. Black Cat, I definitely think is going to happen. So my very, very leathery, like very wet, soaked tacos. With there's a little bit of kelp.
I think you need to stop doing this bit now.
Little kelp there. Are like halfway on the table.
You're like, the bit is dead. The bit has died.
I am like totally over this bit now.
Anyway, halfway on the table. All right.
They're not there all the way.
Oh no.
Like part of them is, part of them isn't,
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay.
How did you kill the bit? He started talking about black leather and being wet, and we just said, "That's
again,
it. It's done."
As it was uttering from my vocal cords, I was like, "Wait."
Black leather and being wet. There.
Nope. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's move on.
Right. Frey, you said your tacos are on the table for this, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm going to agree with you. My tacos are on the table. One, because I think that James Wan, the second movie wasn't totally his fault for Aquaman, because Aquaman kind of got bastardized with the transition, and there was a lot of things that got taken out and things that got moved around.
Agreed, and I don't think that. Yeah, I think it's executives more than anybody else.
Yeah, the first movie was actually pretty good and made decent money and was actually a good movie. So I mean, like, plus you had everything that was going on with like some of the actors in the background. There's a lot of political bullshit that happened with the second Aquaman movie, and you know, like there was framework there that the movie wasn't the worst. You know, I watched it; it wasn't the worst movie. You know, I mean, like it just also wasn't like, you know, on par with everything else that was coming out at the time. So
Yeah.
no,
I agree. We watched the second Aquaman movie recently, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, Wonka was definitely the better watch at the time, right? You watch if you have a choice between Aquaman and Wonka, Wonka was the better movie.
Yes,
throwing that out there. But all right, so that being said, let's go ahead and move on. We've all got thoughts on this.
So, is Ryan Coogler the hero we need? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
A new report has surfaced that claims Black Panther director Ryan Coogler has signed on to helm a third Black Panther movie. But the rumors don't end there, as it's also said that Marvel Studios wants him to direct the X-Men reboot. This information comes from Inside Scooper, My Time to Shine. Hello, once again. Ryan Coogler has fun making these films. As he said, he would return as long as folks will have me.
And we definitely will.
Yes,
absolutely.
During a previous interview, Coogler talked about the possibility of returning to the franchise, saying, I feel blessed that I have the opportunity to work on these movies, bro. When I got asked to do the first one, it was like a moving train. I thank God every day I was able to jump on it and meet these people, these actors, and meet Chadwick during some of the last years of his life. I'll do it as long as folks will have me, but I think it's bigger than just me. Between the first and second movie, we made $2 billion at the box office, but what matters the most, which is what matters the most to corporations. So I hope it continues, man. I hope people are still making movies about Wakanda long after we're gone. So, talk is on the table. Will Ryan Coogler return to Wakanda?
Absolutely. 100%. He's coming back. And
here, take my tacos.
Yeah.
No,
take all of my tacos. Anything Ryan Coogler wants to do, I'm in for. The dude understands the characters on a the first movie proved that he understands the characters on such a deep level that you know, I mean, he's one of those dudes from Oakland. He reminds me of myself as when I was younger. Where it's like, you know, I can't tell anybody that I'm a comic book fan, but I'm a massive ass comic book fan, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler does not seem like the kind of guy that would be like a big ass comic book fan, but he is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because the guy knows the characters. The guy, like in the second movie, for all the hate that some people had for, you know, making for making the Submariner Aztec, or I'm sorry, Mayan, right?
Yeah.
Everything about that character was still him.
Oh yeah.
And
no,
it was
great.
like they didn't sacrifice any of the character to move him to a different part of the world, basically.
Right.
So it's not.
No, the second one's a great movie. So it's okay, so I don't think I'm gonna make any jokes. I can't think of anything that's not somehow inappropriate. So my very sensitive tacos are on the table.
Sensitive tacos that make you poop, make you fart a lot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Different kind of sensitive.
Again, just and that's the other thing is I can't wait to see Namor again.
Yes.
Because that version of Namor was so fun. But they left it off where he wasn't exactly the bad guy. He wasn't exactly a good guy either, but he had good intentions. And that's what I loved about the comparison to Killmonger, is that Killmonger had good intentions, but bad. He went about it in a bad way.
Yep.
Well, and I've always thought that the Black Panther movies are about worldview. They're more about people's worldview. Yeah. And, you know, the Wakandans kept themselves away from the world because of their worldview. Right. So that's the same thing that Namor did. They're just going about how they do things in a different way. It's just different perspectives and how that can really affect a whole world by like introducing yourself.
Right.
And how it happened. So I think it's interesting. I'd like to see him do the third one so that, you know, they can finish that trilogy and and get it going.
Yeah. The things that I expect before we jump into the next segment. So I expect that oh god, what's his sister's name?
Shuri.
Shuri. I expect that they're going to go along with the storyline where Shuri takes over as Black Panther. She's going to be the ruler of Wakanda until T'Challa Jr. comes of age.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that he's going to challenge her for the right to be the Black Panther.
Yeah.
And that's how we get T'Challa again.
Yeah.
We're going to have this is going to take place where like T'Challa's a little bit older. Because obviously he was like 10 years old when they, did the introduction to him. I feel like Ryan Coogler, given his proximity to civil rights and his proximity to how his worldview and how he approaches making a movie, I think that he is probably one of the guys who understands what the X-Men represent the most. And that's probably why they're saying, we want you to do the X-Men because you understand
I think it'd be great.
the level that these characters need to be at. I also feel like he will do some fan service on that, and it's not going to necessarily be like, how everybody's like complaining about, oh yeah, well, they're going to race swap characters, or they're going to do this, they're going to do all this other stuff. I think Ryan Coogler is, rather than saying, let's make everybody, this and have everybody complain, I feel like what he's going to end up doing is going somewhat more comic book route, but he's going to focus on, what those characters mean to the broader world.
Yeah, I think I do think that I feel like it's going to be another worldview thing. So if we do get something else, it'll be another like a world power that they have.
Which I think, I think that the X-Men need that worldview.
Yeah.
I think that is the X-Men.
I think he's going to do for live action what Bo DeMaio did for 97.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So
without all the problematic shit that came with Bo DeMaio. But anyway, we're moving on.
Yeah, so moving on, guys. It is now time to get into the meat and potatoes of the show. It's time for the download. There we go. So, guys, as always, when it comes to the download, head over to the Distance Nerdington posts. Check out all the trailers. Check out all the reactions from all the other fans, all the other nerds that are out there. Let us know what you're nerding out on. All the trailers that we talked about early are on in the Lights Camera Reaction segment. Those are all in the Nerdington post right now. So go and check those out, guys.
And
so
tell us which one you're the most excited about.
Absolutely, please do. Now we're gonna try something a little bit different here this week, guys, because we have 17 of these stories. We are doing something. We are changing the news boosh segment, right?
Yes.
And we are now introducing a new part of the download that we affectionately like to call headliners.
Headliners. So we got to start with some PWH news. I still don't know who he is. Paul Walter Hauser is now set to star in the upcoming game show drama thriller titled Press Your Luck. I loved that game. It was what I watched when I stayed home from school. The film is based on the true story of Michael Larson, and Hauser will be joined in the film by Walton Goggins, Fallout. He's so good at Fallout.
Yeah, he
and
was.
Johnny Knoxville, and we know him from Jackass and his hair going completely white. No whammies and no release dates yet.
Yeah, no, that sounds fun.
No, all right.
Yeah.
I think it should be fun. I love Press Your Luck. Let's do that. I had the at-home game called Joker.
Nice.
And also in PWH news, New Line Cinema has acquired the New Line Cinema has acquired the Chris Farley biopic from director Josh Gad and Paul Walter Hauser again, who is set to play the hilarious fan favorite comedian. The film is based on the biography Chris Farley Show, a biography in 3 acts, and it will be produced by Lorne Michaels of Saturday Night Live fame.
Oh.
And of course, the film will premiere in a van down by the river.
It's in a van Down by the river. Okay.
You know, he was more than that. He also did the Chippendales thing with
Oh God.
Patrick Swayze.
No, I know he's more than that. That's just the pertinent reference.
Oh God. All right. Well, moving on.
In Barbarella news,
Oh, that's
the upcoming remake of Jane Fonda's 1968 sci-fi film Barbarella, starring Sydney Sweeney, is moving forward at Sony. I'm surprised she's still doing stuff with Sony after Madam Web. The studio is in talks with Jane Goldman and Honey Ross. Oh my God, I love that name. To write the script, as well as Edgar Wright.
Ooh.
Hello, Edgar Wright, to direct the film. The actor and filmmakers wanted to make it clear this is in no way connected to Madam Web.
Yes, no, it is in no way connected. We've
I think
stumbled
she's
across
going to be good.
another SHDU crush, so we're gonna move on.
Busby said that he doesn't think that he was like, I don't know about this. And I said, why? And he said, she's so young. And I said, but Jane Fonda was young when she did it. And he said, yes, but so was I. He doesn't want to be a dirty old man. Okay.
He's already a dirty old man because you look at Sydney Sweeney and you're like, oh my God. She's hot.
Okay.
That's shitty movies. All right, move on.
All right. It looks like Marvel wants to splash the pot. Okay. John Malkovich is going to be making his MCU debut in Marvel's upcoming film, The Fantastic Four. There is no word on who he's playing. The movie is set in the 1960s and will be directed by Matt Shakman, who also directed WandaVision. Will the entire MCU just be a sequel to Being John Malkovich? Yes. Yes, it will.
Absolutely.
Malkovich.
I actually have
Malkovich.
a thought on who he's going to be.
Yeah, go for it.
I think he's going to be their robot butler.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like he's going to be the voice, like Paul Bettany. So that's my thing. That's my Bray prediction.
Malkovich.
Friction.
So again, my quick prediction. I actually said this on the comics podcast the other day. I think that John Malkovich is going into this, but he's not going to be playing any like actual comic book characters. He's probably going to do what John Malkovich does, and he's going to be playing like somebody's boss, or he's going to be playing like, just kind of like a random character that's not in the comics that's just has like a speaking role. So I think it's more of a cameo than it is something actually lasting.
He could be a reporter or somebody's dad that becomes a hero or something.
Maybe he's going to be Reed's dad.
Yeah, or maybe he's going to be the Storm's dad.
Yeah.
Daddy Storm.
Daddy Storm.
Daddy Storm.
That actually would be fun. So moving on that one right there. So speaking of fantastic casting, because this is fantastic casting, Marvel Studios has cast Ralph Ineson, famous for Harry Potter, The Witch, The First Omen, as the main villain Galactus in Fantastic Four, which is also our confirmation that we're getting Galactus in Fantastic Four. The movie will start shooting midsummer in England. Fantastic Four will eat its way into theaters July 25th of 2025.
You know, I approve of this. As soon as I heard about it, I looked at his face and I was like, he has a Galactus face.
He does have a Galactus about him.
Face.
Yeah. But if you've ever heard his voice, the dude is Galactus.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So moving on here.
Yes, we have news from a galaxy far, far away. The Star Wars series Skeleton Crew, created by John Watts and Christopher Ford, has finally been given a release window. And fans can expect to watch the Disney Plus series in late December, right around the holidays. The show is set during the New Republic era and has been described as a galactic version of classic Amblin coming-of-age adventure films of the 80s. No closing joke, but once again, the filmmakers want to make this clear. This is not affiliated with Madam Web. This is not. Okay, they want to make it very clear. Not affiliated.
Not affiliated with Madam Web at all whatsoever.
I'm excited about. I really am excited about Skeleton Crew. I have to say that I stay more excited about the Star Wars projects than I do about most things. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they've especially the TV shows, they've all hit extremely well. So shifting over to Paramount news, Taylor Sheridan's special ops espionage drama Lioness, starring Zoe Saldana and Lysala de Oliveira, has officially been renewed for a second season at Paramount Plus. The drama set a record as the streamer's most watched worldwide series premiere on launch day, and nearly 6 million total views in its first week across Paramount Plus Global and on the linear preview on the Paramount Network. No word if Kevin Costner asked Taylor Sheridan if he can be in this series as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm just, you know what? I'm just glad Zoe's working.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Zoe
All right.
Saldana is amazing, and I love everything that she's in. I'm actually going to take the next one too because I'm actually kind of excited about this.
All right.
In talking teddy bear news,
Teddy
Shadu
Ruxpin?
Teddy Ruxpin. I should have got a Teddy Ruxpin. Say that again. Peacock has officially ordered a second season for Seth MacFarlane's Ted, which is a prequel TV series to the film franchise. The show ended up being a big hit on the streaming service, and it became Peacock's most watched original series to date and the #1 original streaming comedy in the U.S. for more than 2 consecutive months on the Nielsen rankings. They still fucking do Nielsen?
Yeah,
I was about to say. What?
Like, I thought Nielsen died when TV stopped being a thing.
He has a family.
His family died in the 50s. This just in, Build-A-Bear also wanted to make it clear that they are not affiliated with Madam Web.
Yes. As much as it may seem, it is not affiliated. No.
But it is affiliated with Craven.
Just to throw it out there, the name of the episode this week is "We Are Not Affiliated with Madam Web."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll notice my name is not Madam Web.
Yeah.
So apparently we don't have any intro to this. So I'm just going to go into it. It has been announced that the spin-off series. Wait, what?
Wait. Dun, 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 dun.
It has been announced that so the Office spinoff is set in the same world as Dunder Mifflin and gets a synopsis in streaming home. So it's been announced that the spinoff series set in the same world as the NBC hit show The Office, that's just weird, has found a home at Peacock. And new details have been revealed, including a synopsis for the show.
Synopsis?
That's what Opsis. She said synopsis.
That's what she said. Synopsis.
That's good.
The new Universal television produced series will see the documentary crew that immortalized Dunder Mifflin's Scranton branch is in search of a new subject when they discover a dying historic Midwestern newspaper and the publisher trying to revive it with volunteer reporters. In summary, identity theft is not a joke, Jem.
So my immediate reaction is, oh God, please no. Basically, why?
Is Dom Hall Gleason affiliated with it? Because we have a picture of him.
Yes, he.
Okay.
No, so again, I know you haven't been on in like 2-3 weeks, but he, I think last week we reported that he's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, no, there was a rumor that he was going to be on it, and they announced it then because I remember talking about it now. But okay, cool.
Anyway, also,
I'm in it.
Why? Is my question. Just why? I mean, I know why.
Because
but
they want to capitalize on it, and especially because Peacock needs more content.
That's why. No. I know that's why, but really other than that, why?
Right. No, I'm not against what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
But moving on here, I'm kind of excited for this. Also, we don't have an opening for this one either. But in terrifying fake Superman news. Prime Video has officially announced that they've renewed the hit series The Boys for season 5 ahead of the premiere for season 4, which means that they have a lot of faith in season 4, and as do I, because I mean it hasn't floundered yet. The Boys will premiere its 4th season on June 13th, with the first 3 episodes followed by a new episode each week. I am very excited for this because The Boys has not disappointed me yet. I mean, as much as you can not be disappointed by a giant floating penis. Never mind. All right.
Apparently, James just said headliners. They all don't need intros. It's weird.
Weird. They do need
It's
intros,
weird.
but okay.
So we
Whatever
go
you
from
say, Jen.
sweaty superhero men who like to drink milk to sweaty shirtless men that like to beat up each other. Wait, they do that in The Boys too. Never mind. Amazon MGM Studios is moving forward with the development of a sequel, Roadhouse, and Jake Gyllenhaal is reprising his role as Dalton. I'm probably take his shirt off again. The movie was a huge hit for the streamer and has attracted nearly 80 million. I was going to say 18 million. 80 million worldwide viewers to date. The film premiered on Prime Video March 21st and attracted a record-breaking over 50 million worldwide views over its first 2 weekends. Money, money, money.
I still haven't watched it. But I have heard good things about it, though. That's the thing. I don't know if we need a sequel to a movie that didn't get a sequel in the 80s, but it is what it is.
There was a Roadhouse too.
Was there a Roadhouse too?
Yeah, it was straight to video.
I mean, you know, I'll watch things with Jake Gyllenhaal in them.
And
for
it didn't
reasons,
have
so,
Patrick
you know.
Swayze in it or anybody that was in the first one.
Give me 1 second here. I'm replying.
He's checking to see if I'm right.
No. I'm replying because James said, "Have you watched Gen B?" And I'm saying yes, and it was amazing. Rest in peace to the one of the actors passed away.
They did
yeah.
just pass away. We haven't watched Gen B yet.
It's really good.
We need to watch that. That's on our list. Now that we finished Fallout, we'll watch it.
Yeah. So moving on to the next story here. Get there. All right. In Polygon Triangle video game boob news.
That's correct.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who most recently was in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, is officially developing a live-action adaptation of the hit video game franchise Tomb Raider for Amazon Studios, which hopefully is going to be better than all the other stuff that's been out. Within this resurgence of the Tomb Raider franchise, Amazon Studios will also be developing a new movie and video games. Hopefully the games tie in. Hopefully the movie ties in. Actually, I have faith in anytime Amazon does adaptations at this point because most of their stuff has been pretty amazing.
Yeah, they do a good job. They really have done a good job. Amazon Studios, Well,
you know, they've got all that extra money from not paying their workers, so.
Yeah. Exactly
there we go.
100%. Well, I don't work for Amazon anymore. Probably never will after this after this episode.
Right? Yeah, it was called Roadhouse 2 Last Call.
Oh,
yes. And from Crossbones to Universe Crossover, Frank Grillo has joined the cast of James Gunn's Peacemaker Season 2, and he will reprise the role of Rick Flag Sr., a character he voices in DC's upcoming animated series, Creature Commandos. There are no details on the story for Season 2, but Gunn teased his future cameo plans for it, saying, "I think we're going to get to see some more connections and some other stuff as we move forward with Peacemaker and other shows at HBO Max."
But it's just sense. Max now.
Yeah.
I guess James Gunn can call it whatever the hell Max. He wants.
Well, no, it makes sense because James Gunn did say that people who play characters in animation will now be playing characters in live action as well. So the fact that they are doing a Rick Flag Senior and that they're having Frank Grillo, who voices him, play him, I think that's pretty genius. So, and
it's also like it's James Gunn making good on the promises,
right?
Yep. Made. So I think that's a good thing too. So.
You know, and I know. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, and it gives you consistency too. So I mean, yes. I like that.
Yes. And I know that Frey has completely rejected ever watching this, but Peacemaker is really good, and I'm very excited that there's.
You never watched it? It's so good. I got
through the first episode.
She does not like John Cena.
Eventually, I will watch the rest of it.
It's great.
So good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
You can't see me. I don't want to see you, John Cena. I don't want to see you.
Hey, I'm sorry. John Cena has made it clear that he's a really good comedic actor. So
He really is.
really
No.
good. I have seen him in stuff that he's been good. The Cockblockers movie that he was in, he was
Cockblockers was so good.
fantastic in that.
Cockblockers was so good.
So what you're saying is you don't want to Cena him.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to see him.
What do you say? He goes, "You got to chug it up your butt."
I know. I'm just like, what the fuck? Okay, so kind of a crossover, maybe.
Kind of.
Mark Strong. We're gonna talk about Mark Strong. We love our Mark Strong. Mark Strong is fantastic. Has been confirmed to have been cast in Matt Reeves' The Batman spinoff series, The Penguin. Fans are speculating online that he is taking on the role of Hugo Strange. Oh my God, he should. He would be so freaking awesome.
He would be
as
perfect.
Hugo Strange.
I would love to see him do like a slight German accent because Hugo Strange usually has that German accent.
Yeah.
But like do a slight German accent and he would look. He already looks the part.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you would do that. But I think maybe they won't do that. I think he might actually be somebody from the Quarter Owls.
That would make sense too.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. The Penguin will squawk its way to an 8-episode series set to premiere sometime this fall. Did you like the squawk?
Squawk.
Oh my God, John Cena is the Joker. Yeah, you know what? That would just solidify me never watching the Joker again.
She would completely hate everything about that movie.
Yeah, I would be like, yeah, if there is a way that you're like, hey, let's make a movie Frey will never see. John Cena as the Joker.
And then The Rock is in it as well.
I don't mind.
Oh God. Well, holy Cape Crusader, Batman. Prime Video has released some of the first look images from Bruce Timm's upcoming animated series, Batman Cape Crusader, and boy, do they look amazing. And I cannot understand why Max didn't want to put this on TV, aside from the picture of Harley Quinn's underboob, but whatever. This animated series has been in development for some time with Tim, J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, and comic writer Ed Brubaker leading to The Charge. With this,
I'll do it.
Okay, we have a
synopsis.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Bat-opsis, Holy Harley, Cape Crusader, Great Scott, Gotham City, synopsis.
Bat-opsis, Holy Harley, Cape Crusader, Great Scott, Gotham City, synopsis. Forged in the fire of tragedy, wealthy socialite Bruce Wayne becomes something both more and less than human, the Batman. I'm Batman. His one-man crusade for justice attracts unexpected allies within the GCPD and City Hall, but his heroic actions spawn deadly, unforeseen ramifications. The Bat series, Bat landed a 2-season Bat order at Batmazon. That is one of the best ending lines ever written on this show.
That was great. I loved it. That's Frey approved.
Was that a James?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
James, you are getting creative again, and I love it.
Please stop. No.
All right. So you can't kill the Joker.
Unless
I do love that picture. That actually is a really good picture.
I was like, unless it's in phrase.
Yeah.
And of course, I put you up for this one. So
I know. Hamill isn't retiring from the Joker after all.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
WB Games has revealed the Joker as the latest playable character in its platform fighter Multiverses, and Mark Hamill is returning to provide the voice of the Clown Prince of Crime. Multiverses is a free-to-play platform fighter like Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. The game features an ever-expanding roster of popular characters based on Warner Brothers Discovery franchises. will this sway Frey to play the game or watch Madam Web? Well,
She's
I'm not
definitely
going to
gonna
watch Madam Web. But you know what? I actually have thought about playing the multiverses. It does look really cool. So, I mean, that's not going to make me want to do it, but I mean, it's not going to keep me from doing it.
Yeah. Just throwing this out there, James said he liked it because he thought Frey wrote it. Honestly, I knew James wrote that because it looked like his writing.
Yeah.
Right? It's very much like the pun writing that James does.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
true.
way he did it, I was like, this is really creative. I like the way he did it. It didn't feel lazy like he normally does. He writes them lazy sometimes.
Man.
Some of his
No,
jokes
that
can
was
be
me.
lazy.
That was me this week, not him. I think I got the lazy writing. But I'm also gonna do this next one because holla holla, love me some Supergirl.
Yeah.
News today about the woman of tomorrow. Change the picture.
No, we got to keep it on the Joker for you.
No, change the picture because I love this picture too.
Okay.
Today, DC Studios announced that Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow will be released exclusively in theaters on June 26th of 2026. 062626. That's what it's going to be. The House of the Dragon star Millie Alcock is set to play Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl. Craig Gillespie, known for directing Cruella, Pam, and Tommy, and I, Tanya, is expected to direct. And we're not going to mention Madam Web.
Oh no, we did. And I've noticed before, just from that picture of her, she is Supergirl. Like, that's crazy.
No, she really does.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with her being cast as Supergirl.
She's perfect.
And if they're doing the storyline of Woman of Tomorrow, and she's got the acting chops.
Oh yeah, no,
really,
she is an amazing actress.
Yeah,
actor,
really
whatever.
kick it out of the park universe.
Absolutely. No, again, we're just making sure that this is not DC wanted us to let everybody know that this is not related to Madam Web.
No.
No,
It's not. Again, I don't think anyone would normally think that, but it's not.
It is in no way connected to Madam Web.
All right.
Way.
Now, hey, we're done with that. We're down to
right.
our nitty gritty, the download. So meaty,
And
potato.
we're going to circle back a little bit because we have more Lord of the Rings news, but from Warner Brothers, Eru be praised. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav, has announced that we're going back to Middle-earth with 2 new films. The creative team is in the early stages of developing the script. While there are no story details being shared, these will be the first major live-action Middle-earth films released since the Hobbit movies. And Zaslav said the first one will focus on storylines yet to be told.
Silmarillion.
It has to be Silmarillion. If they don't do Silmarillion, then it's not worth it.
No, you need to do the whole, It was also confirmed that the Lord of the Rings trilogy director Peter Jackson will be involved as a producer on the projects. Okay. The first 2 new films based on J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings will be released in 2026.
Now, see, I say that, but we do know that one of these films is going to be about the hobbits before.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right, so it's not going to be based on the Silmarillion at that point.
So, wait. So, just like the Shire in general?
Yeah, it's basically not about the Shire in general, but about the relationships between the hobbits that went on the journey. So they're probably going to get into like the Tooks, and they're probably going to get into the, like the family lines and what they mean.
Why don't you just do the next story?
I can do that.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about.
No. So I'm not sure if this is the same one.
No. Hold on.
I wouldn't mind a scouring of the Shire, and then after, Sam taking charge after.
Now, hold on a second.
Yeah.
So is the series or the movie or whatever it is about these hobbits? I know we don't have a lot of details, but are you saying that it's going to be like Sam and Frodo again?
Basically, but not like the way that it was done in Lord of the Rings. It's not going to be like the Fellowship.
Okay, we don't need that.
There you go.
We do not need that. We know. Stop. Can we drop? This is going to be a whole Skywalker saga thing again. Drop the little time period in the Third Age here, and let's go beyond. Let's go to other stuff.
Yeah, because
Really?
they announced at LA Comic-Con. We were there when they did it, and
Yeah.
the four of them came on stage. They announced that they were going to be doing a new Hobbit movie, but not the Hobbit, but like a movie about like the Hobbits.
I mean, it's great. I love them, but no, just no.
I wonder if they're going to talk about Limbus again.
You can make a Lord of the Rings property without being connected to, well, yeah, without having those characters.
I'd like to see the geopolitical, workings of the elves is what I would like to see.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what Ring of Power is about. Maybe I should watch that.
Or we do a series on the Blue Wizards or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Come on. Yeah, there's some stories you can tell. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Dwarves are claiming, doing Return to Moria or whatever. Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's so many other opportunities. You don't have to confine yourself to this little tiny Third Age bubble.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and there's a lot.
James is Merry and Pippin go to Vegas. I like that.
Yeah, I know. I like that. I mean, kind of, there are so many stories within the Silmarillion that you can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? That like, you know, that your casuals don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
The
Like,
big
right
question is Madam Web going to be in it?
Yeah, Madam Web is going to be starring in the movie. We know that.
Yes.
Merry and Pippin.
So wait, so it's Ungoliant?
Yeah. Merry and Pippin adopted by Mary Poppins. There we go.
Yes, Mary and Poppins.
So I'm just throwing it out there. Madam Web is going to be in the movie specifically because Madam Web is related to what's her name?
Shelob?
Yes. Yeah.
Shelob,
the Queen of the Spiders.
Yeah, that I cut my eyes.
That's what I was trying to get.
Ungoliant
Somebody different.
That's her mom.
Madam Web is tangentially related because she's
yes. Okay, no, I was right. I was fine. No, Spider. I was right. Spider. I was going for Spider.
Yeah.
Shelob gives Madam Web her powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her mom.
Yeah.
As you
Shelob. She just can't save the box office for that movie is the problem. So.
Anyway, moving on to other Lord of the Rings news.
Absolutely. So, in moving on, speaking of the precious, it's the only reason I wanted to do stories because I just want to do that. Warner Brothers has announced that the next live-action Lord of the Rings movie to be released in 2026 will be titled Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. It will be directed by Andy Serkis himself, who will also star in the film as the project is currently in early development with original Lord of the Rings trilogy filmmaker Peter Jackson and his partners Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens producing. Serkis said, yes, precious. The time has come once more to venture into the unknown with my dear friends and the extraordinary and incomparable guardians of Middle-earth, Peter, Fran, and Philippa. With Mike and Pam and the Warner Brothers team on the quest as well, alongside WETA and our filmmaking family in New Zealand. It's just all too delicious.
Again, my immediate thought is we don't need this.
Actually, I was going to say I'm kind of interested in this because I feel like is it going to be the story?
It depends on when it's set. Yeah.
When how is it going to be the story between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, where you've got the Blue Wizards looking for Gollum, or specifically Gandalf the Grey, looking for Gollum and what they have to do to find him.
Right.
Because that actually is kind of an interesting story to be told.
Yeah.
And might give more depth to the Lord of the Rings movies. Like they knew Gollum had the ring, or they thought he did, and then when they find him, they realize he doesn't, which might make Gandalf the Grey 2 + 2 equal. It's with the hobbits.
Right. 2 + 2 = Gollum. So
Yeah.
Well,
I actually, the story that I want to see is how Gollum goes from Schmeagol the Hobbit, Gollum the fucking creature that he is.
Yeah, do like a horror movie.
Yeah. Because I mean, the whole thing is the ring twists him and turns him into this beast that he becomes.
Yeah.
Basically a cannibalistic, former hobbit. I want to see him as Schmeagol the Hobbit and see how he becomes what he becomes.
Mm-hmm.
Like what happens after he kills Meagle or Peagle,
right?
Or what was his name in the movie? Eagle. It was something like that.
Yeah,
anyway,
close to his name.
There are a lot of stories that are told in the books that are almost necessary to understand a lot of Lord of the Rings that they were not able to tell in the films.
Right.
I think this is a perfect opportunity to do that.
What if we get a Tom Bombadil?
Yes. Well, no. I don't think I want them to explain that.
I just think they should.
I don't know.
He's not in it, and he needs to be in it.
Because they're gonna ruin it by, we're all not gonna be happy about it. It's like, oh, who were Ray's parents or whatever. We were all wondering that. We were disappointed.
Right.
Yeah, but we weren't.
It's gonna be that same kind of thing. It's gonna be like, oh, he's Eru Ilúvatar, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. You don't really want to meet your heroes.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, we can talk about this for an entire
who
podcast.
We'd all like to meet Nicolas Cage.
Absolutely.
And Amazon is letting everyone in on the fun.
Though I will say,
has been confirmed. Oh, go ahead.
No, though I will say, one more thing. That was a great transition, by the way, and I'm sorry to ruin it. But I will say, if they ever do an Eru Ilúvatar,
stop talking.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
If they ever do an Eru Ilúvatar in live action, it needs to be Morgan Freeman.
Ooh.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Daddy.
So yes, but it would also be great if it was Nick Cage.
All right, you brought it back around. Amazon is letting everyone in on the fun. It's been confirmed that Nicolas Cage is officially set to star in the live-action Spider-Man Noir series. Set up at MGM Plus
I just totally Jamesed you right now.
You totally did. MGM Plus and Amazon Prime Video. The actor voiced this character in the animated film Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Vernon Sanders, head of television for Amazon MGM Studios, said in a statement, expanding the Marvel universe with Noir is a uniquely special opportunity, and we are honored to bring this series to our global Prime Video customers. I have no idea if that's what that Vernon sounds like, but that's just what I imagine. He added, the extremely talented Nicolas Cage is an ideal choice for our newest superhero, and the accomplished producing team with Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, Amy Pascal, and the incredible team at Sony is dedicated to expanding this franchise in the most authentic way. I really need to listen to him, actually speak, so I can do that better. The role will mark the first regular television role of Cage's career.
It's a big deal.
He's coming to TV for this, people.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Now, I'm kind of excited for this because I loved the voice acting that he did for Spider-Man Noir.
Oh, yeah.
So I can only see good things with him doing a live action Spider-Man Noir.
Nice.
I think it would be great. I can't wait to see what they do because are they going to do it in black and white? It should be in black and white.
It needs to be in black and white.
Yeah, and then it's okay, and he's gonna be like this detective / spider person / and it's just awesome. I just think it could be really cool.
Yeah. No, we need a jazz version of the Spider-Man theme,
Yeah.
Like a Spider-Man, or whatever.
Like
but
a
like
really
down,
tinny
down,
jazz
down.
version
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
Like wah 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 wah, like that kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, and it can go like when he's having a moment, it can be all like soulful and like but then when it's like real happy, it's like like that. I love it. Okay, I think we just made the whole series. Thank you.
See, there you go.
Amazon.
And we no, sorry, I'm getting a newspaper. We have news from Hell's Kitchen. Marvel Studios president and producer Kevin Feige announced Tuesday during Disney's upfront presentation. Oh, that Ironheart, the Marvel television series starring Dominique Thorne as genius inventor Riri Williams, returning after her. Returning after her big screen debut in 2022, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will officially take flight in 2025.
Yay!
It's a convoluted way of saying it, but point is, it will be premiering in 2025.
I was so confused for a second because I was like,
I was very confused as well.
I was like, wait a minute, Riri's not from Hell's Kitchen. What's going on right now?
Yeah. He meant it for this one.
I know
that we're doing next.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw it to you because I believe we also have more news.
Yeah, I realized that when I looked at it. And Riri Williams is from Philadelphia, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Jahmez comes in for the last 2 stories.
Right?
Hey!
And I'm doing both of them.
Are we on time?
And we're
Well,
here
man,
nerd
man,
More
together.
news from Hell's Kitchen, because apparently Riri is also part of Hell's Kitchen now. During
Like
Disney's,
Hell's back room, but
during Disney's upfront presentation, Marvel finally revealed when Daredevil Born Again will be hitting Disney Plus.
Woo!
I was on the seat of my pants. What?
Sounds painful.
The series will premiere in March 2025, though a specified date has yet to be pinned down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
There you go.
I am this close, people. I need to know when I'm going to get to see Charlie Cox in the Daredevil costume again. I need to know.
James, I gotta ask you. Were you and Cam together? Because like Cam just showed up in the chat when you came in.
Look what he said in the chat.
It's
He said nerds.
James said,
James.
James like at the same time.
Hey man, when in Boise,
There you
you
go.
gotta do what you can.
But yeah, so no, I'm glad it's gonna be March 2025. Give me a date. I need a date for this because I need to know when I can sit in front of my television and just watch Daredevil Born Again.
That's good enough.
I
Come
don't
on.
have Captain America and America's ass anymore. I need something. Hell's Kitchen's abs. I need Hell's Kitchen's abs.
Now you need Hell's ass.
That's Mephisto, baby.
Hell's ass.
I don't know how I should feel about that. Hey, you want to take us home?
I am gonna take us home because holy crap, Agatha, why are you like this?
What are you more upset about? Daredevil and not having a certain date, or Agatha and her 9 million titles?
No, so look, I have a theory. I've said this many times, but let me do the story first, and then we'll get into it.
I actually was gonna say, without giving context to it, and because I know you understand what I'm gonna say right now, Frey.
Yeah.
I think your theory that you've said for like the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I think your theory is exactly what they're doing because it just seems like this new name almost solidifies that.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, they're fucking doing it. Anyway, let me go.
Every episode's gonna have a new name. So
yeah, absolutely. All right. Marvel Studios has revealed yet another possible title for its upcoming Agatha series. The new title is Agatha, the Lying Witch with a Great Wardrobe. I assume they wanted to put A on there, but
yeah.
They didn't. All right. The title is obviously a nod to C.S. Lewis' classic Narnia novel, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Marvel shared the title on social media and then deleted it 5 minutes later, but not before a screenshot of it was snapped. Coincidence? No, I'm just kidding. The series has gone through multiple titles since it was announced, including Agatha House of Harkness. It was later changed to Agatha Coven of Chaos. Another title eventually came up with Agnes of Westview before it changed again to Agatha Darkhold Diaries. The most recent title was simply Agatha. The series star, Catherine Hahn, who previously talked about returning to play this character, saying, I wish I could tell you anything. I can tell you that it's pretty fabulous. I'm going to say that. I was going to say fantastic. But then I decided to go with fabulous. She added, it's an amazing cast. I'm in awe of everyone's work in the show. And I think people are going to be surprised. I think they're going to think it's one way, and of course it's gonna go in a million different avenues, kind of like WandaVision. When we last saw Agatha, she attempted to take Wanda Maximoff's magic for herself, and Wanda trapped her in the Agnes persona. And we have a synopsis.
I'm ready.
Why, Agatha Opsis, can't you make a decision synopsis?
Why, Agatha Opsis, can't you make a freaking decision synopsis? Synopsis.
In the first episode, we see Agatha Harkness finally break out of a spell she has been trapped in. I think that's where we get Agnes of Westview. She can't wait to go back to her old murderous ways, only to find out that she is powerless. The only way forward for her is to embark on a perilous quest to get her powers back with the help of an unlikely friend or two. The series also stars Aubrey Plaza as Rio Vidal. Patty Lupone is playing Lila Calderu, and Sashir Zamata is playing Jennifer Kale. So excited about Jennifer Kale.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you guys are Doctor Strange and like the whole mystical side of Marvel, you'll be excited about Jennifer Kale as well. Joe Locke also appears in the show, but it is only listed as teen, while Ali An is playing a character named Alice. Other returning cast members from WandaVision include David Payton, David Lingle, Asif Ali, Amos Glitch, Brian Brightman, and Kate Forbes. They joined Deborah Jo Rupp and Emma Caulfield, who are also returning cast members.
So and now
I can't handle this. I just need one title. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, so here's the thing. And I know you're about to get it right now, James, because this all ties into whole theory.
No, I'm done. I'm done with Agatha.
No.
I'm out of here
right now. This literally ties into Frey's theory.
No, I'm done.
But it does. So it also, we have a date. It's actually going to premiere on Wednesday, September 18th, with a 2-episode premiere. So I honestly think we've got this. I think it's going to be 8 episodes. And I think each of the titles are, we've got Agnes of Westview. That's the first episode. The second one could be Agatha House of Harkness, because that's when she finds out, she gets out of the spell. She realizes she doesn't have power. She has to have that whole, look, I got to talk myself into doing this and going on this journey. Then we get Agatha, the lying witch with a great wardrobe, because that's when she's, meets up with some of her past, boos. Then we get Agatha Coven of Chaos. We get Agatha Darkhold Diaries. We get Agatha All Along. Like, it all goes on there.
Which again, the official title of the series is...
I don't know if she can see that part.
It's Agatha All Along.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that's the official title.
Marvel Studios basically revealed that everything that we've been getting, all these different names for all the episodes, this is official. We're all like all the new names for the spin-offs were all red herrings, right? Yeah. So these titles, there's a promo video that came out that had all the names in it that was set to Agatha All Along. And the official name of the series is Agatha All Along, which makes so much more sense.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, good.
Well, it's very Agatha to do that too, but I think that I honestly think the episodes are going to be named that.
Yep.
I
completely
No,
agree.
so do I. I think that just with the way that they were kind of messing with everybody over the last couple of months, that they were actually giving. They weren't lying. You know, they were giving us episode titles and not the title of the show.
Yeah. I just think it's great. I love it. I do love it.
Which again, and giving you all the credit, this is something you predicted months ago.
Yeah. It was like these are it's after the episode name. After like the first couple, I was like, okay, sometimes that does happen. But then I was like, you know what? Catherine Hahn would do something like this.
Yeah.
And it's totally in character for Agatha to do something like that. So I was like, yeah.
It's definitely a comedian's brain to do something like this.
To troll the trolls.
Just trolling.
Yeah.
Just to troll the trolls. Yeah.
Love it.
Speaking of trolling the trolls, I gotta go. So I'll see you guys later. Great week. You guys did a great job on headliners. And I'll see you next week.
All right. See you, James. Bye.
Before we got that, we got merch, people.
Yeah, Jahmez was just
so speaking of...
I just want a moment so everybody can hear my voice for like 10 seconds. Is basically what James just did right now.
So again, speaking of James leaving... and what he was wearing, we got merch, people.
Oh yes, we got merch, people.
That's right.
We do.
Yep, we got merch, people. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. We don't have hats, so there's no hat anymore. But we got
no hat.
We got shirts, so you can DM us at Distance Nerding on all your social media of choice, or you can send us an email at the email that we normally talk about, distancenerding@aol.com. You get us your shirt size and your location and everything like that. If you're local to Sacramento, it's $20. If I've got to ship it to you, it's $25. So just let us know if you guys are interested in shirts or stickers. We'll send you out some stickers for free as well. New graphics department gave us a new graphic here, ladies and gentlemen. Our schedule.
Ooh,
I love it.
That's pretty good, right?
Yes, it gives off Miss Marvel vibes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. That's good.
You know why I chose this background?
Because Miss Marvel.
No, do you see the thunderbolts in the background?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Very distant.
Which of course were the name of Yelena Belova's childhood. Oh.
That's right.
Her childhood baseball team or soccer team.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, our schedule: Mondays, game streams on Twitch from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. On Tuesdays, the download, the show you're watching right now, from 6:30 to typically, we try to end around 8:30. We're actually ending on time this week. Well, a little bit over, but we're pretty
slightly,
good.
But we are closer than we usually
closer
are.
than we've been in a while.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, of course, Thursdays, the build from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Basically the download, the show you're watching now or listening to right now. The news, the rumors, we go over all of the nerdy stuff from that has come out over the week. And then the build is interviews while I build Lego, or we do a whole bunch of fun, nerdy things, brackets, all kinds of stuff like that. Pretty soon we're going to be doing a best beard in just all of media.
Yeah, I think that's a great. And then once we're done with that facial hair, I think we should go to just mustaches.
Just mustache.
Ooh, who's got
That's
good
good, yeah.
mustache?
Because there are a lot of Star Wars movies that had some fantastic mustaches.
Of course,
yeah,
Pinocchio Skull will win the whole thing. So
Yeah. And then right now, like Wednesday, we have our last examining 97.
Right. So I didn't put that in the schedule because it's not a regular show, but yes.
Yeah.
Wednesday, tomorrow night, we will be doing the last episode of Examining 97. I'm pretty sure Aaron's going to be on tomorrow because I know he wants to discuss the finale and everything like that. So we will be doing that. DeLong Family Cosplay wants me to do a review of Bluey because I actually did finally watch a couple episodes of Bluey this weekend.
Oh my God, is it not just so cute? I love Bluey.
It is absolutely hilarious.
Oh my God, did you watch the one where they did surgery on him, on Dad?
No, I watched the fairy episode though.
Did you? Oh, I love the fairy episode. my favorite so far is the doing the surgery on Dad.
You knew he's like, I don't know what's happening right now. I watched it because the DeLongs are like I am. I have to watch something when I'm sleeping, and they put on the Disney Channel, right? So when I woke up in the morning, Bluey was on. It was like a little marathon of Bluey, and I watched like 4 episodes of Bluey, and I was like, I understand why parents like this.
Yeah, that's when I saw it. When we were coming back from Idaho, we were in Fort Collins, and we got up, and husband was getting breakfast or something. Like he was hanging out doing something. We went to the hot tub. That was what it was. He went to see if the hot tub was open.
Okay.
And I was like, what's on? And I like went, oh hey, Bluey's on. So I turned it on Bluey, and I sat for freaking almost like 45 minutes watching Bluey.
Yeah.
And I was
James,
like, oh my God, I love this show.
James, you were right. Bluey is not bad at all.
And if you had stayed on, you could have heard it in person live on screen and reacted. But no, you had to go.
I think what I like about Bluey, and I'm gonna give him the win right here, right? What I think what I liked about the show in general is, yes, it is all content for kids, but the parents are so relatable.
Yes. The mom gets frazzled. The dad is like, oh, I'm not going to lose my temper, but what the hell?
What I liked about the episode that we watched, now maybe you'll listen to me more, maybe some drop shadow on the text.
I agree. Our graphic department is currently revolting, so.
Yeah. But what I liked about it was when you the episode they went to the grocery store and they were just like playing games, right? Yeah. And so they Bluey asks the dad like a question about like where babies are come from and stuff like that, and he goes, moving on, this is not a question I'm going to answer right now. And that alone was something that was like, oh my God, that is great. Or again, they're in the like the lesson that they're teaching Bluey is that you can't have favorites for your kids, right? Bandit is the dad's name, right? So like you can't have favorites, right? And Bluey is like, well, no, the baby is my favorite, right? And you know, it kind of depressed him a little bit, but she puts him on timeout and she has him sit on some toilet paper, right? And they go and do their thing. And again, what I thought was the funniest thing is he was giving, like, when they like bring the camera back to him, he's giving some random dude advice about like toilet paper. He's just like, no, yeah, we use this one and it's actually really good. And then like one of the workers is coming by and they're like pricing everything, and they go, because he's sitting on it. He goes, he said something like, I don't have time to explain it to you right now, mate.
Yeah.
Right. But basically, he's like, you know, I'm playing a game with my kids, and my daughter just put me on timeout. And when your daughter puts you on timeout, you go on timeout. So
yeah.
Right. So it's like again, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, don't ask, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then again, there's an episode where they go to the beach and the mom, she has to take like a moment to herself. Right. And they ask her, why do you like going on walks by yourself? She goes, I don't know. I just like going on walks by myself. And like, as an adult, you realize it's because she needs a moment away from her kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needs to regroup so that no matter how good the kids are, sometimes.
And of course, that was our the first episode of our little Bluey segment. Next is on Thursdays we have the build from 6 to 8.
We've already done that. So again, on the you can see times are all in Pacific Standard Time, guys. So basically, you know, adjust accordingly based on where you're at. Yeah, convert your time. So
time.
With that being said, let's talk. Where is my thing at? Right here. Pluggables, guys. So give us your pluggables. Where can everybody? I know I hit the wrong button. Where can everybody find you guys? Should do give everybody your pluggables.
All right. Well, I am SHDU Studios on YouTube and on Instagram. I do short films, music, world building, TTRPGs, and other nerdy stuff. I'm also on Frey's channel. We have a little series called Classified, where we take your favorite pop culture characters and place them into their respective D&D classes. You also have a companion series called Journals Classes, where we go through each of the D&D classes and their subclasses. We have a new episode of Journals Classes coming out soon, at some point. My plan is to edit it on Friday. We'll see. It will be on Warlock. So,
Ooh,
you're looking for that.
that'll be
I'm
fun.
in the Distance Learning Sphere. I run the download on Tuesdays, the very show you're watching right now. The Build on Thursdays, and I am on Kaiwa Cave Productions for the Saturday morning Nerd Out.
Beautiful. Jen, where can everybody find you?
I like it when Shadoo's on here too, because he actually goes through most of the stuff on my channel, so I don't really have to do that. And then if that way I don't forget, because I forget shit all the time. We also do corgi shorts on my channel and Frey Girl. So
they are the most popular thing. So
they really are. Everybody really, I don't know why they like the dogs, but they always are doing something. And then he also forgot the New Order, which we're currently filming.
I did not forget. I didn't know if I could talk about that yet.
Oh yeah, you can. You can.
Okay.
Yeah, we are recording that, and we're gonna release it after we're done with it. So we're waiting to get all of the sessions done before we release the first one. I am wearing new glasses, and I'm finally seeing myself in these new glasses. I kind of like them.
Yeah,
They're not like they're just my computer screen glasses, so I think they're kind of cool.
You look professional. It's good.
Open my face up a little, got a little Diana Prince thing going on here, so you know.
Actually, you do very much
Yeah,
so.
so yeah. Well, it's on brand. But yeah, so and I'm here usually here on the download, but stupid migraines killing my fun. But I should be doing that. I am currently working on my origin stories, which we've merged my her story and origin stories together because they kind of were the same concept. And I should be having some of those out as when I get them finished. So yeah, that's me.
All righty.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. No, thank you. That's really what we got to do here. Is just thank you for everything you do, Frey, because we love you. Not to leave you out, Shadoo, because we love you too.
Love you too, Phil.
But have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to support us in any way that you can, you want to support us, support Distance Nerding, best way to do that is to head over to distancenerding.com. Use that button at the top of the screen right there. You can buy us a taco. Because, ladies and gentlemen, join the taco party. Buy us a taco. That's right. Buy us a taco. Join the taco party. It's the best way to support the show. We can continue to do more content for you and do more live events and do funner and funner prizes, which, again, if you are not familiar with what's going on right now, we did just start a new contest for this month. We are giving away the Lego Stitch kit next month or at the end of this month. So right now, yeah. So with the way that we have that, and currently right now, the way that I set it up, I made it so that the more people you tag, the more chances you get to win. Right, you get a bigger piece of the pie. Currently, Sandra Betty,
Papa gotta get paid.
Yeah, currently Sandra Betty has somewhere around 60 tags herself, and then the DeLong family page also has like a good probably like 60 to 70 tags.
So what they're saying is
they want to win because
They
there are
came
other
to
people
compete.
But in total, there's about 117 tags right now.
Wow.
Right? Again, all you got to do is tag. Basically, you get an entry for every person you tag. So if you go on there and you tag your entire friends list, right? Then that's how many chances you have. I have to count those, so that's going to suck for me.
So tag a bunch is the point, because we want Phil to be able. Oh,
right. So tag more stuff. The more you tag, the more chances you have to win. It's going to suck for me on the 31st when I have to count it all. But we will be announcing the winner for that on the show on the 4th, on June 4th. So that first episode in June, I'll be, right before we do the download, the segment, the download, I'll announce the winner. Of course, last month's winner, because we gave away the Lego Bat Cycle.
Yay.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to the winners again, because I had 2 winners from that whole thing right there. I did set up a runner up just so that way we give 2 people chances to win on this. But just to throw it out there again, the winner of the Bat Cycle was Alyssa Cutie from New Jersey.
Oh, yay. Good job, Alyssa Cutie.
Right. And then the runner up was Madison, also from New Jersey.
Yay.
Right.
Does she have a dog named Jake?
Right. And we basically I was gonna give her the mini Razor Crest.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
But instead, we kind of discussed because she was giving it to her stepbrother.
Oh, okay.
And I asked her, okay, so would you prefer the mini Razor Crest, or did you want one of the Star Wars mechs? Because they're like basically mini action figures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she chose the mech, and that's what her stepbrother's getting is a Darth Vader mech.
Cool.
A Lego Darth Vader mech action figure.
Yeah.
Right. So those are already they've already been sent, so they'll have those. Again, congratulations, guys. So just to show you guys that yes, we do actually give these prizes away. And again, the Lego Stitch is going to be at the end of this month. Next month, because I didn't realize that it was a thing. But next month I'm going to be giving away the Lego X Jet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Blackbird.
The Blackbird. So I'm going to be giving that away now. So with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we give away prizes. And I as the phrase used to go, the way I used to say it, I am not afraid to buy your affection. So, tag more people, and I will buy your love. I will do it.
Yes.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like us, or I'm sorry, connect with us at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and Jahmez's glasses seductively staring at you sitting on a table. If you notice the new graphic, the reason I picked that one is because the Vine logo's there. You know what I also noticed? And I didn't notice this until the last second. Top left, the MySpace logo is barely there.
Oh yeah.
That's the MySpace logo. So I was like, that's perfect.
I think you can hardly see the @distance nerding though, so we might let the graphics department know that it needs to be bolder or something.
No, we need a drop shadow.
I actually tried to drop shadow on it. Because the regular logo blended in too much with that picture, and I couldn't put a background on the logo itself, so I ended up saturating it so that way it was just slightly darker.
Yeah, because my next suggestion was going to be to put kind of the black behind the distance and nerding, but it
looked like shit.
Okay.
So I'll try something different for next week, but that was because I made that right before the show and I didn't have that much time. So at least
hey, look, you did a good job. I'm just saying that, now that we see it big, that now we kind of see what it looks like. Yeah. So maybe we can.
Yeah, and so we're going to get James on it. That's the point. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're going to have James make it since he has all suggestions. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm forgetting lines again. If you'd like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would completely consume us and spit us out at the feet of Madam Web.
I was going to say Galactus, but that works.
No, Madam Web, because the episode.
Yep.
is-
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's topical. It's
Send
good.
us an email at dist.
You know, SHDU met Butch Guys when he was young.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I don't think he remembers it. He was
Well, I
less
was
than
a
a year
child.
old.
I was.
Yeah, he was-
I don't remember
Yeah, yeah.
anything before I was 3. I think, and even
No.
then.
Yeah, he met a lot of people. He met Marv Wolfman, George Perez.
Again, I wish I
Butch
remembered some of these
Guys.
things.
So I think he was. No, he wasn't there when Stanley apologized for somebody telling me to get the fuck out of the way. But Julia Schwartz.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, whatever.
So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm finishing up something here. All right. At AOL.com, and we will read it on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. Thank you so much for joining us
Oh,
on our on Distance Nerding, and all the fun things that we've done here. We hope you enjoyed the show. As usual, thanks, and keep nerding together.
And keep nerding together.
That's right. It is now time for the dance party. Let's get this going. That mustache. I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. I want you to go in the back and get me all of the eggs and bacon that you have in the kitchen.
Distance nerding.
Creepy baby.
I'm Mary Poppin' Joe. We'll see everybody on tomorrow.